You can't really necessarily coach gamer. That's something that is inherent in a
Can
player.
Shedeur Sanders play football in the NFL?
And I think he's just got that it factor. I really do. I think he's got the it factor, and that is so important. Again,
What if I told you the NFL just got blindsided? A rookie quarterback nobody expected is not only turning heads on the field, but just landed a massive Nike contract extension that's shaking up the entire league. You don't want to miss this. Before we dive in, smash that like button and subscribe for all the latest NFL news and insider takes. Let's get into it. Can you coach a gamer? Some things just can't be taught. It's that intangible spark that separates the good from the great, and Shedeur Sanders. He's got that it factor. The NFL is officially shocked as Shedeur lands a huge Nike contract extension. This isn't just a deal, it's a statement. It all started with one jaw-dropping performance on August 8th. That game lit a fire under one of the biggest brands in sports. Nike didn't hesitate. They saw something special. Did Nike just pull off the boldest move in football marketing this year? The answer is yes. Shedeur showcased vintage trademark accuracy that reminded everyone why the Sanders name carries weight. From the moment Shedeur lit up the field in his NFL preseason debut, Nike went all in. This wasn't a new relationship. Nike has been with Shedeur since his University of Colorado days. In fact, he was their first ever NIL football athlete. They outfitted him with apparel, footwear, and even revived a piece of history, the Nike Air DT Max 96. That shoe line was made famous by his father, Deion Sanders, nearly 30 years ago. That throw he made, absolutely insane. He set his body perfectly, got his shoulder aligned, and threw a dart between two defenders. For Nike, Shedeur wasn't just another signing, he was the continuation of a dynasty. They even released special colorways, like the white gold edition, symbolizing the Sanders family's rise and athletic heritage. Shedeur made it clear he wanted to build on his father's legacy. He's bringing fresh life to one of Nike's most iconic football lines. That bloodline, plus performance. Marketing gold. Last year, he led the FBS with a 74% completion rate. That's not luck. That's legit accuracy. Then came the Browns. Debut in 2025, fourth on the depth chart, low expectations, but Shedeur turned it into a statement game. He threw an impossible touchdown dart between two defenders, scrambled for first downs, and played with a calmness that veterans envy. And in the middle of it all, he flexed his wrist and showed off his watch. That moment went viral instantly. Nike knew exactly what to do. Within days, their ads were everywhere featuring Shedeur in a Browns-inspired custom DT Max 96. Cleatha, same pair he wore during his debut and first touchdown. They didn't just show highlights, they sold the story. A young quarterback carrying a family name, breaking into the NFL with style and precision, jerseys, shoes, and merch hit the market fast, and they sold out. Those two touchdown passes, beautiful. This extension isn't about playing it safe, it's about staking a claim. Nike is betting on Shedeur before the rest of the league even wakes up. They turned his debut into a cultural moment. Now his name isn't just on the roster. It's on store shelves, in commercials, and in every conversation about the NFL's future stars. Publicly, Shedeur has been nothing but positive. When he talks, he's confident and composed. Nike didn't extend him just because he looked good in their cleats. They extended him because in one debut, he checked every box an athlete needs. To turn a game into a marketing machine? This wasn't luck. It was a highlight reel full of moments screaming, "That's our guy." His touch on the ball, impeccable. The touchdown throw was a bootleg to the right, flipping his body and throwing across his body to the left, threading the needle between two defenders. That's a throw you see maybe twice a season, and usually from a veteran with a decade in the league. The degree of difficulty was off the charts. The ball zipped through a window so small, it should have been taxed as real estate. Defensive backs shook their heads. Offensive coordinators grinned like they just stole something. Shedeur put the ball exactly where it needed to be, so the receiver could catch it. He knows when to keep the heat off and when to add a little zip. Then there was the 3rd and 9 scramble. Most rookies panic in that spot. They take a sack or force a bad throw. Not Shedeur. He read the coverage, saw man-to-man with no contain, and took off. But he didn't just run. He ran with purpose, picked up the first down, slid safely, and popped right back up like what's next. That's composure. That's football IQ. And when you've got that, and style, Nike starts calling meetings. The pressure was coming for him. You could tell by the way the play was run, he wanted to go left. Instead, he stepped right and forward to avoid the pass rush. That's quick thinking. Maybe the most jaw-dropping moment wasn't the touchdown or the scramble. It was the pinpoint perfect pass between two defenders over the hands of an outstretched defensive back. The ball dropped exactly where only his guy could get it. But that's not something you teach. That's something you just have. Every brand in the world loves consistency. That pass said, "Put my name on it and I'll deliver." He made several other beautiful throws, even in bad field position and under pressure. And we can't forget the eyes downfield moment. Defensive linemen closing in, chaos everywhere. But Shedeur stayed locked in, scanning and directing traffic like he was running a Broadway show. Most quarterbacks drop their eyes and run in that situation. Not Shedeur. He stayed locked in and delivered a dart mid-scramble. That's poise. That's confidence. That's marketable. He identified man coverage and knew nobody was watching him. The plays were only half the story. The other half was man time. A hype clip of him yelling about man time and telling the ladies to hold their calls blew up online. It was hilarious, raw, and real. You can't script that kind of endorsement. Celebrities and athletes piled on with their own reactions. Suddenly, Shedeur's debut wasn't just a game, it was an event. He overcame drops and false starts, but held it together. He showed the moxie and gamer side of himself. Nike has been here before. They know what happens when sports moments spill into pop culture. Michael Jordan's dunk contests, Serena Williams' victory roars, Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. They know how to turn a cultural moment into a brand-defining campaign. Wrist flexes composure, and those viral sideline reactions fit perfectly into Nike's playbook. He broke records that even Pro Bowlers and Super Bowl contestants haven't touched at the NFL level. But here's the kicker. This deal isn't just about football. It's about disrupting the whole system. Nike is betting on Shedeur before the rest of the NFL has even caught up. Usually brands wait for a guy to stack Pro Bowls before putting serious money behind him. Not here. They're jumping in early, changing the way endorsements work for rookies and so-called unproven players. This move sends a message to every other brand. Wait too long and you'll miss the wave. If Shedeur's contract sparks a trend, we could see younger athletes landing big deals before they hit peak performance. For athletes, that's life-changing. For the NFL, it's a shakeup. Now let's talk about the teams that passed on him. The Steelers, Giants, and a few others thought he wasn't worth the pick. If Shedeur turns into a Super Bowl quarterback, that's going to be a tough headline to read, and it's not just the on-field numbers they'll regret. His off-field pull, ability to connect with fans, go viral, and sell merch is just as valuable. Some franchises still undervalue that. Nike clearly doesn't. This extension changes his leverage with the league. When you've got a global brand behind you, you're not just another guy trying to make the roster, you're an asset. You're part of a bigger picture. Now, when Shedeur steps on the field, he's not just playing for the Browns. He's playing for a brand betting big on him to lead the next wave of NFL stars. In one debut, he went from fourth-string rookie to franchise-level marketing machine. Nike saw it, locked it in, and now the rest of the league is left asking themselves, did we just miss the next big thing? Shedeur's journey is just getting started. From fourth string to knocking on the starter's door, every snap is a high-stakes audition. His next play mentality, shaking off mistakes and coming back sharper, shows the mental toughness needed for an NFL career. The marketing hype is already there. The question is whether his game can match it week after week. If he delivers on the field the way he's delivering for Nike, Shedeur Sanders could become the league's most bankable new star. So what do you think? Is Shedeur Sanders about to be the NFL's next megastar? And did Nike just make the smartest bet in sports marketing? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on Shedeur and everything NFL.